sit comfortably in my chair. I'm gonna be doing Diamond Art while just reading comments occasionally. Apparently my tablet wasn't plugged in. How am I gonna share this video to my group chat? Oh no! I guess I'll do it in a bit. There's no more A's down here, so I can move on to a different number. I will state, I almost am done with this. But I probably won't finish it in this video, so... Well, not video, live. I probably won't finish it now, but I'm gonna try. Look how pretty that purple is. So, apparently, one of my mods decided they wanted to fight about, oh no, I can't change my schedule around. And I'm like, I wasn't asking you to. I was asking you to find a schedule that works with you and your wife. Your wife's schedule is flexible. She can do whatever. That just means you have to tell her your schedule each week and then figure it out. I also told him, hey, try spending more time with your kids. Because, well, they're a parent. I don't like kids. I hate them. I very much hate children. That doesn't mean I don't believe that they should be treated well. There's a difference. I personally do not want to take care of kids. I don't want them around me. I want nothing to do with them. Because they're gross. Children are really gross. They shit themselves. They puke. They're gross. They eat dirt. Even when I was a kid, I did not like kids. I thought I was also really gross as a child. Other people can have kids. Do what you're capable of handling. I'm 22. No, I won't. I already babysit children and have to be around them occasionally, and I still do not want anything to do with them. Yeah, like the Taylor Swift song. Yeah. No, I've babysat children my entire, like, for years, and every single time I've been around them, they take a lot of time and effort that I'm not willing to put into a person that a parent is actually willing to do. I'll make sure they don't hurt themselves. I'll make sure they get where they need to be, but I don't like them. I want nothing to do with them. Apparently, according to my best friend, I'm really good with kids. I don't believe so because I don't like them. I don't have very high tolerance for people. I get very irritable when people touch my stuff. I get irritable when I don't get my tasks done. And children need a lot of time and effort that I know for certain I do not want to put into them, which is why I will only take care of them as a job rather than if they were my own personal issue. Because I would not want to put that effort without getting paid for it. I like my free time and I like quiet. Kids are not quiet. Kids take up all your free time. That's why I believe a person who actually wants to be a parent and is willing to put in that the hours of time constantly being around the children, those are the people who should be parents. People who don't want to just do their own thing. I know who I am as a person, and I know my tolerance level. Exactly. Being an aunt is the best way. Like, or an uncle. Be an aunt or an uncle. It's so much more fun. Well, yeah, I don't think parents should make their kids do everything for them. I find it baffling when people have kids and then they don't take the time to discipline their children. See, the thing is, my nephew, I do take care of him. I babysit him sometimes. But at the end of the day, I can hand it back to his mother. I can hand it back to the parent. It's not my personal issue. I don't have to make sure that they're eating the proper healthy foods and stuff. I can just hang out and that's it. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't care who Charlie Kirk is. Don't know who it is. Don't want to know. Don't need to know. None of my business. Something I think people should do more often is just if you think emo is an insult, you have other things coming. Because it's not. It's just a way of life. Same thing as if you call someone a Christian, it's just a way of life. I remember for years when I was younger, I was told by people I was actually attracted to um, that I looked like a Catholic. I get it. I had a very small bob cut. And I had very plain hair. And I had no dye in my hair at the time. I dye my hair because it's a form of expression. And I mean, like my art, I like color. I mean, isn't death more of a blessing? We finally get death means you're released from pain, you're released from anguish, you're released from job, and you're passed on. It's not a bad thing unless you want it to be a bad thing. Like, I get it, you might miss your family, but it's not like you're leaving your family forever. They're gonna join you eventually. I mean, everyone dies eventually. See? If you believe in heaven, because I know not everyone in my chat will believe in heaven, so I'm gonna say, if you believe in heaven, yeah, see? Isn't that a better ending? We can't control death, so why not just, oh well, it happens. And then eventually we'll see them again. Time will tell. We just keep living our lives, and if we die, we die. Oh well. As long as we don't do it ourselves, it's fine. Whatever happens. I think my way of life is peaceful because I'm not worried about death and I'm not upset over it. It's also a great coping way for me. Also, thank you for liking my hair. I re-dyed it recently. I did have this side of my hair black, but it washed out, so it's back to being purple again. I'm just existing, and I'm gonna read chat and do diamond art. So whatever the topic faces is what the topic's gonna face. It will be whatever. I think we should be complacent and more happy with what life is. We should enjoy the time we have here. Country doesn't matter. We don't know what's gonna happen. But I think everyone should be more at peace. We shouldn't worry too much about much of anything, as we have no control over most that goes on for us. We can only control what we do here and now. We cannot control other people. We cannot affect their lives directly in many ways. Because most of the time, our whispers get lost in the thousands. If you want something good to happen, peaceful protests are a thing. Like if you want to see less people littering, every single time you see a person throw trash out their window when they're in their car, write down their license plate and submit a report with photo evidence of them littering, and they'll get fined. And eventually, if their fines get so bad, they're going to eventually stop littering. That is an effective way to peacefully protest that they are breaking a rule and destroying the environment. I like it when we protect our planet as a whole. Our planet is our home. We need to protect it. So why should we destroy it? Why should people litter? My hairstyle that I did I tried to make my hair look like Luna Snow from Marvel Rivals. I'm probably gonna re-dye it back to purple and like basically keep my roots natural. Just gonna dye the ends purple and keep them purple and just have the rest of my hair be whatever. Mangas? Hmm. I mean, I read a lot of manga, but the one I've been reading on Webtoons recently is called Love Bites, and it's really cute. I like the vampire and werewolves. Dyed hair doesn't change who you are as a person. You can still be a nice person and have dyed hair. Colors just mean you're colorful. I actually know a lot of goth Christians. They're actually really sweet people. They're polite, they keep to themselves, they're very modest. No, thank you. I've always believed that we shouldn't judge a book by their colors. We should judge a book by the story behind the cover. Like, one of the bands I listen to, I know it's a Christian band. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Um, I think it's called Black Sabbath. Oh, Bleeding Liver Good. Welcome back. But it's a Christian bear. It's a Christian band, and it's a really it's a really nice band. It's really fun. I think it's called Black Sabbath. Hmm. I believe people can change after their past is bad. I I'm so sad. I think it's a Christian band. I don't remember. I think it's that one. I can't remember the name of the band. I think it is. Um, I could be wrong. I'm bad with names. I'm really bad with names. I listen to too many different musicians. I'm so sad Ozzy Osbourne died and you brought Ozzy up. I grew up listening to Ozzy Osbourne. Is it? I can't remember. I don't know. I don't know religions. I'm not I'm not really one to read the Bible. I'm not gonna lie. No, they're it's a religious band. They talk about praising the Lord. I don't know. What is the name of that band that is sings about praising the Lord, but like heavy metal? I know there's heavy metal bands that are religious. That's all I know. But I'm not good with names. So if y'all want to help me out and tell me the names, thank you. I remember listening to Crazy Train. Is it Creed? Thank you. I'm so bad with band names. Oh, see, it does have some Christian songs. I wasn't wrong. But there are rock and roll bands that just because they are heavy metal doesn't mean they can't be religious. I love Crazy Train. That one was one of the first songs on Rock Band that I got a 5-star, whatever the highest star score. I think it's. I don't know. I don't know the difference. I can't really tell the difference between Jewish, Christian, and Catholic unless they tell me. But usually it's just the rules behind them that are slightly different. But all of them are God loving, even if they're slightly different gods, I guess. I mean, technically they're like the same God, aren't they? I can't tell the difference. Well, I mean, you would know, Belius. You would know. I failed history. I think the only part of history that I actually know, I just believe in being a good person. That's it. I actually didn't know Skillet was a Christian band. You know what? I learn new things every day. I did fail history. The thing is I tried not to fail history. I studied really hard and still did shit. I'd post art content and cosplay content. I like dressing up as anime characters. Though I remember the first time I dressed up as Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine and Alice, since they have horns and stuff, people were assume, "Oh my god, you must pray to the devil." No. No. I love anime. That's why I draw a bunch of characters within anime and video games. Look, I drew Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine. I drew Pomni. I drew Loot from Has-Been Hotel. Which is one show that actually makes the angels quite evil, but I drew One Punch Man. This one I actually really love. It's Uraraka from My Hero Academia. Isn't she cute? I don't like One Piece. Unfortunately, the art style makes me cringe. I bet it's a great anime, but if it maybe wasn't the art style that it's in, I'd watch it. But otherwise, no. I don't like the art style of One Piece. It makes me cringe. I hate it so much. I'm sorry. I bet the storyline is perfectly fine. But the art, it hurts to watch and it makes me cringe inside and I just can't sit through it. I didn't even like Naruto because I just didn't like the art style very much. I do watch animes because I like the art styles of some of them. I make absolutely nothing on my YouTube channel. I actually didn't mind watching Bleach. Visually, it wasn't bad. Thank you. I guess green is my lucky color. I'm so lucky, lucky. I'm so lucky, lucky. I think that's a Twice song. Like I said, I'm bad with names. Jujutsu Kaisen? I actually cosplay as Yuta Ime from Jujutsu Kaisen. And I kind of want to cosplay as Gojo. But I do cosplay as Maki. Get a can of aerosol, whether it be hairspray or some form of disinfectant, and a lighter, and then burn the fly. It will no longer make noise. I'm currently watching Dr. Stone too. They came out with a new season after like I watched it years ago, and I just never got to catch up since. I started watching it when it first came out, and I was just immediately just like, "Aw, damn." I watched all that was free and available to me. Well, don't spoil it because I haven't gotten that far in Jujutsu Kaisen. I only watched like the first half, you know? One thing about Naruto, though, the reason I couldn't really get into it because it felt so childish and boring. But also the art style, I didn't like it that much. It was kind of just plain and very flat. And a little bit too much filler. I have watched Hunter x Hunter. Killua is my favorite. I think I've watched a little bit of Solo Leveling, but not much. Not enough to know much about it. I haven't watched Spy X Family, but I do cosplay as Yor from Spy X Family. The thing about animes, though, is I don't mind if they're in a different language because I'll just read the subtitles, but it also means that I can't do anything else while I'm watching them if they don't have an English version, unfortunately. I don't like Dragon Ball Z. The art kind of sucks. I want to watch a few different animes, and I have a few on my list to watch. I've watched all of My Hero Academia when it comes to the show. I've watched none of the movies yet. So leave it at that. I've watched the show, not the movies. Don't confuse them. Because there are characters that show up in the show and the movies that don't show up in the show as much. And I'm just like, wow, I'm missing out a few bit. I did finally catch up on Demon Slayer, though. I have almost every single katana for the Demon Slayer characters. I've not watched any of Dawn to Dawn. Yeah, feel free. And you can post it in the community section. Thank you. They have green on them. They match my hair. I've watched a little bit of Jujutsu Kaisen. I have only watched the first season, though. I'm not a Therian, but I do think Therians are adorable. That's weird. I can actually show you the characters that I have watched in shows. So I can show you all the shows that I know. I've watched Husband Hotel, and I cosplay as her. This is Lute. I've watched My Hero Academia. I've cosplayed as Uraraka, and quite a few characters from My Hero Academia, actually. I watched K-pop Demon Hunter, and I cosplayed as Zoe. Look, it's Emily from Husband Hotel. I cosplay her too. This is Ryuk from Death Note. I like Death Note. It's one of my favorite animes of all time. And I constantly confuse every single version of it with each other because they're slightly different. And I watch things at night, so I'm tired. So I just forget details. Oh my god, look, it's Roxanne from Security Breach in Five Nights at Freddy's. This is Light from Death Note. I do not cosplay any character other than L from Death Note. I do cosplay this character, though. I cosplay Roxanne from FNAF. I like her hair. I cosplay as Miss Joke from My Hero Academia, and I drew her. I cosplay as Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen. This one's a new one. I recently got this character. This is 2B from Nier Automania. I cosplay her. It's Misa Amane from Death Note. I cosplay her. This is Zelda. I cosplay as her, too. I drew this character. I will never cosplay her, but I did draw her, and she's very pretty. But she's from My Hero Academia. I drew this character. I do cosplay her. And she's very pretty. I did watch the games for Bayonetta. Bayonetta's awesome, okay? She's also the only character in Smash Bros. I actually know how to use the special move for. So, yeah, I could learn other characters for Smash Bros., but I have not. And I probably won't. I stick with what I like, and I like looking at a woman's ass. So, I drew Senko from the Senko and the Helpful Fox, and I cosplay her. Isn't she cute? This is Madame Ping from Genshin Impact. I cosplay her. I've never played Genshin Impact, but a lot of my friends do. And, well, as much as I love the storyline in the game, I never want to play the game. I'd rather watch other people play it. I'm not much of a gamer. I'm very bad at video games. This is Draculaura. I do cosplay her. I used to watch Monster High religiously when I was in high school because it showed that no matter what kind of freak you are, you're still awesome and fabulous. And I loved that they could be themselves, but still be good people. And that's why I loved Monster High. It gave all the weird kids an opportunity to show, yeah, I know I look weird, or I dress weird, or I have weird interests, but that doesn't make me a bad person. That just makes me different. And being different is a good thing. I'm never gonna cosplay for stream. Let's see, another character. Oh my god, she's from God damn it. I forgot her name. I can find out though. Oh, Roma Yamazuki. She's from Kakegurui. It's a gambling anime. I started watching that anime because it was given to me on CD, and that's the only reason I watched it at all. I had every episode available to me on CD, so I could watch it, and I did. This is Nezuko. I watch Demon Slayer. I love Demon Slayer. I cosplay as Nezuko. This one is one of the most recent cosplays from Demon Slayer that I got. I recently got a new Mitsuri wig because my old wig kind of broke. It happens. Too much hair. Sometimes it gets really gross and oh well, it happens. You need to eventually replace wigs. That one just needed a replacement. But I cosplay as a bunch of different characters from Demon Slayer. This is actually one of the characters I cosplay from Demon Slayer. I actually always wanted a pet snake, specifically an albino one, because they look really cool. But I don't have the patience or time for an animal, so I will never get one. Because I believe animals deserve love, time, and patience. And if you don't have that, don't get one. As much as you'd love to have something, if you're not going to take care of it to the fullest, don't get one. But I do like this character, and I think they're really funny. This is Yuta Ime from Jujutsu Kaisen. I cosplay her, and I recently got a new skirt for her character, so I'm going to cosplay her again very soon. Very pretty character, and I love the scar across her face. It's so cute. This is Sally Face from the Sally Face games. I watched a playthrough for all of the different Sally Face games because the storyline is really epic. And I cosplay as this character because why not? And I recently got a new wig that I hope would look better as this character. I'll try it on, see if it looks good. If it doesn't, I'll go back to the old wig. This is Anubis. I really like Egyptian gods, Greek gods, and all the different kinds of gods because they look really cool. Um, it doesn't matter if they're a true god, if they look cool, I think they look cool. You can like the look of something without praying to it. But I love the Egyptian gods. They look really awesome. And Anubis is my favorite because I like gods of death. I find them very intriguing because they're not evil. They're actually just guides to how to do the afterlife. So it seems like a very peaceful take on death. And I appreciate that because the goal of a lot of things is to make people feel at ease. This is Freddy. I cosplay as like the kid version of like the character for Freddy Fazbear. Cause I can. And I just felt like it would be fun to have my own version of the character. And then this is Mary from Kakegurui. She is such a sassy frass character. And so I think she's fun to cosplay as occasionally. Oh, then there's Wednesday and Yor from Spy X Family. I cosplay as Yor, and I cosplay as Wednesday. I love their characters. They're really fun. Oh my god, look. It's Lance from Voltron. I love Voltron. It was a really awesome show. Oh, and look, it's Morticia Addams from the black and white version of the Addams Family. Then there's Miku, because I actually cosplay 2 versions of Miku, because I can. That's it. I know nothing about Vocaloids or anything to do with their storyline. I just like the character look. Okay, this is Keith Kokane from Voltron. This is my favorite character from that show, cause emo, the emo boy who is half cat. Of course, I think that's hilarious. And I very much vibe with this character. They remind me of myself, so that's probably why I love this character so much. Oh my god, look, I drew Hawks. I cosplay as Hawks. I like dressing up as this man. It is so fun acting confident and cocky. Oh my god, it's Raven from Teen Titans Go. I cosplay as her. I find her really fun to cosplay as because I get to be sassy and and confident. I'm not that. This is Mari from the video game Omari. I cosplay as her. I find the video game has a really sad storyline, and I find it really adorable. Look, it's Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. When I say I cosplay a lot of characters from Demon Slayer, I mean it. It's probably one of my top favorite animes. But I just genuinely like swinging around a sword, so. I also cosplay as Sarah from Hazbin Hotel. I cosplay as a lot of the Angel characters, I'm realizing. Even the character named Angel. But, yeah. I also cosplay as Kano from Demon Slayer. I think she's a very fabulous character. And I like her storyline of where she's going from not being sure of what decision to make to finally making emotional decisions. Then there's Deku from My Hero Academia. I'm quite proud of how this one came out. And then there's Vi from Arcane. I really love this character. Oh my god, look. It's a Hunter x Hunter character. It's Killua. I love Killua. They're one of the few Hunter x Hunter characters that I cosplay as. I recently got Amina cosplay, and I do cosplay her. I do want to get her hero costume, though, because I feel like that would be kind of fun. I also cosplay as Bakugo. I'm still working on making his gauntlets. Don't ask me when they're going to be done. Whenever I feel like it, apparently, because I finished making one and then immediately gave up on the other one. Because I was like, no, the other one's going to look so much better. I'm going to hate it. This is Keith Kakane again. And then Jiro, I cosplay her. Oh, then this is Powder from, God damn it, Arcane. Oh, look, it's another Kano. That's all the characters I've drawn so far. I plan to fill up this whole notebook, though, so there's this many pages left before I start a new one. But I do love animes. And I plan to add more to my roster eventually. I have so many cosplays, though. I feel like as soon as I started talking about things I like and showing off my art, people started leaving. I'm so sad. I get really excited when people ask me about my interests because not a lot of people like to talk to me about them. And I kind of want to go into cosplay to the theater for the Demon Slayer movie that's coming out, and I'm really excited about the movie coming out. But I have no one to cosplay with or to go with. Because all of my friends have so much other things going on. So I'm probably ultimately going to end up going alone. Which sucks. But I also know I want to save a lot of money for the next con that I go to. And I know if I save up enough money that I'll be able to actually get more signatures and stuff than I did last year. And I have a wall dedicated to fan art that people give me and signatures from some of my favorite anime characters, video game characters, from voice actors. Though if I ever meet the voice actor for Tamaki again, I want to give them a plushie of their character because they were so incredibly sweet the last time I met them, and I loved everything about it. I forgot my soda in my car. I'm so upset. You know what? I'm not going to stand for this. I'm going to grab it. Because I know my car ain't that far. Which means I can grab it if I really wanted to. My phone's just not leaving this room. I'll be back. I want my soda. Oh, after I'm going to show my katana collection. It's even worse than I thought. I forgot my drink at work. No! Well, I have to text the group chat and let everyone know. Please don't throw at my glass straw. Because I forgot my drink. Anyway. I get to show off my katana and my weapons. When I say I have a bunch of weapons that I've collected and accumulated for a while that I wanted to show because they're awesome, it's true. I like collecting weapons. And if you say, why do you have so many? It's because I like them, okay? So that belongs to something else. I have so many weapons. Nothing fell. Nothing fell. So I have this like plastic scythe thing that I collected and a wooden stick. These are the most basic things that I have that are considered weapons, but they're not the coolest ones that I have. They're the most simple. But I did attach this at the end of one of them because one side, it can be a scythe, and the other side can be a spear. So I can use it for 2 characters. I believe in multi-purpose items. This is one of my oldest Halloween swords. I've had it for the longest. And, yeah. Let me just, like, put you up higher so you can see better. but this is one of my oldest swords. It's one of the first weapons I ever got. And it is so floppy, it's broken multiple times, and I had to glue it back together with resin multiple times. Because super glue was not strong enough. This one was one of my cheapest swords. It is fully plastic, and I painted it so that it would be a different color. And well, good enough. Feels fine. Very flimsy though. This is the first weapon I ever bought at a con. I bought this one at a con. It was the scissor blade. I've been looking for a scissor blade for years, and so as soon as I saw it at the con, I was like, I need to buy it. And I dress up as the character that goes with the scissor blade. If you haven't watched Kill la Kill, I only will say watch it if you're okay with really inappropriate jokes and over-sexualization of characters. Otherwise, avoid it, because it is definitely explicit. Then this one I got it for free and I won it, and then I was like, well, now I have to buy the costume, otherwise what's the point of having the katana? But look how cool the Snake Boy's katana. Of course I had to get it as soon as I realized I could win it, so now I cosplay Snake Boy. I know his real name is Irgoro, but I still think it's funner to say Snake Boy. I have 3 katanas that light up. I got them for the primary purpose that they do light up, and also I did not have the character katana for 2 of them. Do I need to plug you in? I need to plug it in for a few seconds for it to work. Yeah, I have to charge these katanas, otherwise they don't light up. I'm going to show you the ones that don't need to light up first. So this one, I just got this one. Debut of my new sword. It has a metal bar in it, so it is weighted quite well, but it's made out of foam. So as much as I love the sword, and it's quite well weighted, I don't know what character I'm going to use this for, personally, but it's definitely going to be for one of my OC characters. If you have not read my story, I posted a whole playlist for my KS Castle content, which has my whole story where I read it in character voices and everything while doing art. I recommend it. It's a really cool story. I'm going to show. Can I? Isn't that cool? This is the Mist Hashiro's sword. So stay tuned. I will cosplay him eventually. Oh my god, my hair looks so much cooler under light. It is so hard to shut these off. Also to turn them on. But I have a few of them that are like this. I'm going to plug them in, show another sword, and then come back to them. This is my Shinobu sword. This is the main character that I used to cosplay with my natural hair before I decided to dye my hair green. Yeah, I got her katana. Because I love Shinobu. She's epic. And I'm still upset about her death. This is Tanjiro's sword before he got the other sheath. Isn't that cool? It lights up. I just feel like that'd be really cool for Halloween if I dress up as an anime character and my sword lights up. And yes, I do celebrate Halloween. It's the only holiday I celebrate because I like being other people. This is Zenitsu's sword. I liked the lightning on it, and it was the first sword that I could recognize easily. Since I'm really bad at recognizing things after watching it already once. You might see that I have two Mitsuri swords. One lights up, one doesn't. And this one is purple for some reason. And I do not know why it's purple, but it's pretty, and so I loved it anyway and kept it, despite knowing it was going to be purple. Even though Mitsuri's is more of a pink. This one does light up, however. I need to plug it in. Of course I do. But while I charge this one to a completion to where I can turn it on again, I will show you my other katana. And it's Kano's blade. Technically I need to put flowers on this hilt instead of stars for it to be Kano's. But it's cute, it's tiny, and I love it. It's honestly the most portable one out of all of my katanas. Because it doesn't hang too low on me. Because I'm 5'2", I need my weapons to be small. I'm short, so I have to treat myself as a short person. But out of all of my light up swords, this one's the only one that's pink. And for the love Hashira, I just think having a light up sword for Hashiras is just cool. Shut off. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed my sword collection. I like weapons. Now back to my diamond art, because that's what I wanted to do in the first place. Sometimes when I make friends, though, the most difficult thing for me is I can't tell when a person wants more than just friendship, but I never do. I usually just want friendship, and that's it. And they end up leaving because they can't get more than just friendship. And, well, that's upsetting. So if you ever feel like someone is only friends with you because you think they want more, they're not really a good friend. This is a dark color. I did not expect it to be like a pinkish brown. It's a very pretty color though. Something I can do, I can put on music. Oh, I dropped my tape. Oh no. I know it means my like stream might get flagged for like, and other people can gain things from it, but oh well. I'll support some music artists. I just get so bored. Yes and no. On the same mistakes again. You'll be there, fighting on the weekend. Through the thick and the thinness, second guessing with you. Don't wanna wake up, wishing I never gave love, wishing I never gave trust, knowing it wasn't true. If I was a hero, won't you be mine? No, this ain't a fairy tale, this is real life. If I were to save you, won't you do the same? Catch me if I'm falling, 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 falling. Oh, would you be mine? No, this ain't a fairy tale, this is real life. If I were to save you, would you do the same? Catch me if I'm falling, 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 falling. Something I will always think of, though, is we're always the villain in someone else's story. And, well, if trying to help but being bad or the wrong person to help is a thing, then it's a thing. Though I still think it's funny how one of my closer friends that I'm around, I showed them how I described how if you're gonna have kids, you should learn how to schedule around them and schedule time with them. Even if you're doing your own thing separately in the same room, it still means you're there with them. You don't have to be doing the exact same thing as the person you're around in order to enjoy their company, which is something a lot of people don't really think about. Because, I mean, with your best friend, you can sit in a room on your cell phones together and have a whole blast of time, okay? With regular friends, usually you need to put in a little bit more effort. But with like best friends, you just feel the connection and you're just like, we vibe around each other. Trying to see if I'm just not seeing things. Are people not allowed to comment? I wouldn't know. Oh my god, did my comments get turned off? People not allowed to comment? I wouldn't know. Oh my god, is that why I'm not getting any more comments? Wait, that's annoying. I'm gonna end stream, because that's stupid. I don't even know how to fix it either. I'm trying to see if like I could fix anything, but it says there's no comments. Well, I guess I'm gonna end live here, because it's not worth streaming if I'm not gonna get to talk to people or see comments. So peace, love, have a good day, my fab fans, and I'll see you in the next live. Bye!